Hello children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well, studying well and enjoying whatever we are learning in English. So बच्चों जैसे कि हमें पता है कि English हमें अलग अलग चीज़ें सिखाता है. एक तो हमारी vocabulary पे it works on our vocabulary, okay? और उसके साथ साथ English हमें ग्रामर तो सिखाता ही है, बट अलग अलग स्टोरीज़ के ज़रिए हम काफ़ी सारे मॉरल लेसन्स भी सीखते हैं. So, बच्चों, as I said, okay, we get a lot of stories which are a part of the literature. So, we're going to talk about one such story in this chapter, which is known as the story of Sniper. Okay, so बच्चों, what is a sniper? Who is a sniper? Sniper is a person who is a shooter, जो छुप के शूट करता है ना, वो that person is known as a sniper. अब ये sniper जो है वो किसी का भी agent हो सकता है. Alright, he can be an agent of the police, or he can be an agent of somebody who wants someone to be shot dead. Okay, so अब हम देखते कि ये स्टोरी क्या है, कौन है ये स्नाइपर एंड व्हाट इज दिस स्टोरी अबाउट. ओके, सो बिफोर दैट लेट्स डू अ क्विक वार्म अप. डू यू नो व्हाट सिविल वॉर इज? ओके, सो बच्चों, सिविल वॉर इज अ वॉर जो सिटीजन्स जो होते हैं उस कंट्री के उनके बीच में होता है. ऑलराइट, What led to the war-like situation in any country? So there are so many countries जहाँ पे ये civil war होती है. तो what are the conditions because of which this happens? So generally ये conditions are when the political parties do not agree with each other, okay, or maybe based on the religion. ऐसे wars होते हैं. Okay, so war of countries is better than civil war. Justify the statement. So बच्चों, this statement says that it is better to fight with another country than to have a civil war. Do you agree? Yes, it is certainly better कि आप दूसरे countries के साथ fight करो rather than you are fighting amongst yourself, amongst the citizens of your own country, which is not a good sign for your country. Okay, and इसी का advantage कोई और country ले सकता है and then they can try to go for a war with you and conquer your country. Alright, so now let's do a quick synopsis और देखते कि ये chapter किस चीज़ के बारे में. The Sniper is a short story based on the Irish Civil War during the Battle of Dublin. Two political groups, Republican and Free Stater, were engaged in a civil war. The story is about the experience of the Republican sniper. So ये जो story है ये based है उस sniper की जो there were two political parties in Ireland, that is Dublin. So उसमें से एक था Republican party and the other party was the Free Stater. तो ये जो sniper है ये this one belongs to the Republican party. Okay, और वो अपना experience बता रहा है इस war का. Alright, so let's begin. The long June twilight faded into night. Dublin lay enveloped in darkness, but for the dim light of the moon that shone through fleecy clouds, casting a pale light as of approaching dawn over the streets and the dark waters of the Liffey. Okay, so ये बच्चों, this is like the story begins saying कि ये रात हुई है, okay, in Dublin. Okay, जहाँ पे it is like totally enveloped with darkness. Moon का थोड़ा सा dim light आ रहा है and there are clouds around. Okay, that is like just casting some light over the streets. All right, and the dark waters of Liffey. Liffey is the river there. Around the beleaguered forecourts, okay, the heavy guns roared. मतलब यहाँ पे जो near the forecourts वहाँ पे there were gunshots happening because the war was at peak. Here and there through the city, machine guns and rifles broke the silence of the night. So around the beleaguered forecourts, the heavy guns roared. So children, यहाँ पे when he's talking about beleaguered, that means it was surrounded by the enemy troops. Okay, it was besieged. Enemies had already attacked them. तो यहाँ पे gunshots चल रहे थे because the war was at peak. So here and there through the city, machine guns and rifles broke the silence of the night spasmodically. Okay, like dogs barking on lone farms. So that means that there was so much fire, so much guns, the shooting that was happening, machine guns was, they were like trying to attack each other full-fledged. Okay, so that is the reason why the sound of the guns literally roared. Okay, Republicans and Free Staters were waging civil war. So these two were the political parties that were at a civil war against each other. On a rooftop near O'Connell Bridge, a Republican sniper lay watching. Besides him lay his rifle, and over his shoulder was slung a pair of field glasses. His face was the face of a student, thin and ascetic, but his eyes had the cold gleam of the fanatic. Okay, so that means this person, okay, there was a sniper, okay, जो शूटर जो था वो बिलोंग टू द रिपब्लिकन पार्टी. अब वो ओकनेल ब्रिज के यहाँ पे खड़ा है. Okay, and he's just watching whatever is happening, and he's just waiting, till the time he's going to shoot. So besides him, uske baaju mein there was a rifle, okay, and over his shoulder was slung a pair of field glasses. तो एक राइफल थी और उस फील्ड ग्लासेस से वो देख रहा था सब कुछ. अब उसका फेस जो था वो एक बच्चे के जैसा था, जस्ट लाइक अ स्टूडेंट. ओके, ही वाज लाइक थिन था. इट वाज ascetic, his face was ascetic, which shows that he was like very self disciplined person. Okay, and he was like a person who did not want to interfere into anything like this. So but his eyes, okay, they had the cold gleam of the fanatic. So his uske aankhein jo thi, it was like they had lot of zeal. They had a lot of he was very anxious or curious about this war that was happening. Okay, and he was he was fighting for a religious and a political cause. So that is the reason why, in spite of having that ascetic face or a face like a student, still, he wanted this war to happen. Okay, and that is the reason why he was like a true worshipper of the Republican Party, we can say. So they were deep, they were thoughtful, the eyes of a man who is used to looking at death. So he has been a sniper. वो sniper होने की वजह से उसको आदत है कि लोगों को मारने की. Okay, and he is used to that look of death. He was eating a sandwich hungrily. He had eaten nothing since morning. He had been too excited to eat. He finished the sandwich and taking a flask of whiskey from his pocket, he took a short draught. Okay, so भूख तो लगी थी उसको. वो बैठे बैठे मतलब वेटिंग फॉर द राइट टाइम टू शूट, ही वाज ईटिंग अ सैंडविच. ओके, बिकॉज सुबह से उसने कुछ नहीं खाया था. ही वाज टू एक्साइटेड टू ईट, एंड सैंडविच खत्म होने के बाद उसने अपने पॉकेट से एक फ्लास्क निकाला, एंड देन ही जस्ट टुक अ सिप ऑफ द विस्की विच वाज देयर इन द ग्लास. सो इट इज जस्ट अ सिप दैट ही took. Then he returned the flask to his pocket. He paused for a moment, considering whether he should risk a smoke. It was dangerous. The flash might be seen in the darkness, and there were enemies watching. He decided to take the risk. So now he was like, because of all that excitement, and he also wanted to smoke. But उसमें उसको डर था क्योंकि सिगरेट का अगर लाइट आएगा तो enemies were like watching, and enemies could trace him because of that light. फिर भी हिम्मत करके he says, let me take a risk. तो वो रिस्क ले लेता है. Placing a cigarette between his lips, he struck a match, inhaled the smoke hurriedly, and put out the light. So quickly he just took a puff, and he immediately turned it off. Almost immediately, a bullet flattened itself against the parapet of the roof. The sniper took another whiff and put out the cigarette. Okay, then he swore softly and crawled away to the left. So uske baad, the moment he had took that puff, immediately the enemy had traced him and they attacked. तो उसके तरफ एक bullet आई. Okay, when he was sitting on the parapet of the roof, वहाँ पे एक bullet आई. तो the sniper ने he took another whiff and तुरंत उसने उस cigarette को बुझा दिया. Okay, then he swore softly, वो आगे बढ़ा, and he started crawling towards the left. Cautiously he raised himself and peered over the parapet. There was a flash and a bullet whizzed over his head. He dropped immediately. He had seen the flash. It came from the opposite side of the street. So अब वो he wanted to see from where उसके ऊपर attack हो रहा है. So जैसे ही वो लेफ्ट की तरफ गया, and he was trying to peep out from the parapet कि कहाँ से बुलेट आ रही है, that flash and the bullet, again another bullet, and the flash came towards him. So immediately वो दोबारा नीचे बैठ जाता है, and you know फिर then he see now he knows कि कौन सी direction से उसके ऊपर attack हो रहा है, which was from the opposite side of the street. He rolled over the roof to a chimney stack in the rear and slowly drew himself up behind it until his eyes were level with the top of the parapet. There was nothing to be seen, just the dim outline of the opposite house top against the blue sky. His enemy was under cover. So अब इसने roll करके he went towards the chimney stack, okay, जो था, and slowly he tried to find out from where it is coming, the exact thing he wanted to check where the enemy is, but उसको कुछ भी नहीं नज़र आया, okay, just एक dim outline नज़र आई कि opposite side पे जो house top था उसकी, okay, and he realized कि जो enemy था वो छुप के बैठे. Just then, an armored car came across the bridge and advanced slowly up the street. It stopped on the opposite side of the street, 50 yards ahead. The sniper could hear the dull panting of the motor. His heart beat faster. It was an enemy car. He wanted to fire, but he knew it was useless. His bullets would never pierce the steel that covered the grey monster. So तभी वहाँ पे एक armored, मतलब already a car जिसको side से it was armored, okay, जैसे कभी कभी प्रोटेक्शन लगाए जाते हैं, उस पर शील्ड्स लगाई हुई थी, वैसे वाली कार उसके सामने आके वो ब्रिज पे रुक गई. एंड ही न्यू कि वो जो गाड़ी थी वो एनिमीज की थी. इट बिलोंग टू द ऑपोजिट पार्टी. बट उसको ये भी पता था कि ट्राइंग टू शूट दैट पर्सन, ओके, हु सिटिंग इन द कार इज यूजलेस, because that car was already armored, okay, and it would have not the bullets वो उसमें pierce नहीं हो पाती, okay. So they were like the bulletproof shield was there already on the car, okay. Then round the corner of a side street came an old woman, her head covered by a tattered shawl. She began to talk to the man in the turret of the car. She was pointing to the roof where the sniper lay. She was an informer. Okay? तभी अचानक से साइड स्ट्रीट के कॉर्नर से एक ओल्ड लेडी आ जाती है. ओके, तो उसका जो सर था उसने शॉल से ढका हुआ था. अब वो उस आदमी के साथ जो गाड़ी में बैठा था उसके साथ बात करना शुरू किया. ओके, उसने तो इट इज़ द एलिवेटेड पोर्शन जो होता है रूफ का, वहाँ से वो आदमी बाहर आया. तो उसके साथ उस औरत ने बात करके शी पॉइंटेड टुवर्ड्स द प्लेस जहाँ पे ये स्नाइपर जो है वो छुपा हुआ था. ओके, इट वाज जस्ट लाइक शी इज गिविंग हिम इंफॉर्मेशन कि वो वहाँ पे छुपा है. दैट मीन्स वो कौन थी? दैट लेडी वाज एन इन्फॉर्मर. ओके, द टैरेट ओपन्ड. A man's head and shoulders appeared, looking towards the sniper. Okay, अभी उस टैरेट को वो खुल गया, जो गाड़ी का रूफ था वो खुल गया, एंड वहाँ से एक आर्मर्ड पर्सन, ओके, a person popped out, okay, and he was looking towards the sniper. The sniper raised his rifle and fired. अभी तभी उसी टाइम पे स्नाइपर ने क्या किया, अपनी राइफल को पोजीशन में लिया and he started firing. The head fell heavily on the turret wall. The woman darted towards the side street. The sniper fired again. The woman whirled round and fell with a shriek into the gutter. So इसने aim लिया and he shot that person who had come out and was looking in the direction of the sniper. उसके बाद ये स्नाइपर जो था उसने एम पकड़ा टुवर्ड्स दिस लेडी. ओके, एंड देन शी स्टार्टेड शी स्विफ्टली मूव्ड अवे फ्रॉम देयर. सो डार्टेड, दैट मीन्स शी स्विफ्टली मूव्ड अवे फ्रॉम देयर, ओके, टुवर्ड्स द साइड स्ट्रीट. अब स्नाइपर ने दोबारा से गोली चलाई. ओके, द वुमन जो थी वो व्हर्ल होके शी स्टार्टेड शाउटिंग एंड देन शी फेल इनटू द gutter. Okay, suddenly from the opposite roof of a shot rang out and the sniper dropped the rifle with a curse. Okay, तो उसी दौरान अचानक से जो दूसरी साइड से उसकी तरफ शॉट आया towards the sniper. Okay, and the sniper dropped his rifle. The rifle clattered to the roof. The sniper thought the noise would wake the dead. He stopped he stooped to pick up the rifle. So ये जो स्नाइपर था उस मतलब now he wanted to pick up the rifle, तो उसको डर था कि जो स्नाइपर को लग रहा था कि अगर मैं आवाज़ करूँगा तो सबको पता चलेगा कि मैं यहाँ पे छुपा हूँ. So he stooped, वो झुक के he tried to pick up the rifle but he could not lift it. His forearm was dead. Okay, तो उसको चोट लग गई थी. उसका जो फोर आर्म था, आगे वाला पोर्शन जो होता है आर्म का, दैट इज द फोर आर्म, वो ऑलरेडी इट हैड बीन हिट. सो उसको पता चल गया कि आई एम हिट. ही मटर्ड. ओके, सो ड्रॉपिंग फ्लैट ऑन टू द रूफ ही क्रॉल्ड बैक टू द पैरापीट. अब वो अगेन वो रूफ पे ही जस्ट ड्रॉप्ड हिमसेल्फ और वो क्रॉल करके ही वेंट टू द पैरापीट. Now, which, as you know, children, parapet is the portion जो एक it is a protective wall which is there on the roof. So, with his left hand, he felt the injured right forearm. So, left hand से जब उसने touch किया तो उसको feel हुआ कि उसका जो right side का forearm था, that was injured. The blood was oozing through the sleeve of his coat. There was no pain, just a deadened sensation, as if the arm had been cut off. तो अब वहाँ से खून कंटिन्यूसली आ रहा था. वहाँ पे उसको कोई पेन तो नहीं हो रहा था बट उसको ऐसे फील हो रहा था कि जैसे कि उसके फोर आर्म का सेंसेशन खत्म हो गया है. ओके, एंड इट इज डेड. ओके, जस्ट द फोर आर्म, ही जस्ट सेड कि ही कुड नॉट फील एनीथिंग इन हिज फोर आर्म. क्विकली ही ड्रू हिज नाइफ from his pocket, opened it on the breastwork of the parapet and ripped open the sleeve. There was a small hole where the bullet had entered. अब उसने अपने जेब से अपने पॉकेट से नाइफ निकाली और उसने उस हाथ का, फोर आर्म के यहाँ का जो स्लीव था उसको कट किया. तो उसको नज़र आया कि वहाँ पे एक स्मॉल होल बना है जिसके अंदर बुलेट गई है. ओके, ऑन द अदर साइड देयर वाज नो होल. सो दूसरे साइड पे कोई होल नहीं था. दैट मीन्स द बुलेट वाज इनसाइड हिज आर्म. द बुलेट हैड लॉज्ड इन द बोन. दैट मीन्स वो बोन के अंदर लग गई थी बुलेट. ओके, इट अगर दोनों तरफ उसको होल दिखाई देता, दैट मीन्स बुलेट हैज गॉन थ्रू द आर्म. फ्रॉम वन साइड इट एंटर्ड, फ्रॉम द अदर साइड केम आउट. बट यहाँ पे उसको क्या हो रहा था कि वो दूसरे साइड पे होल नहीं था, मतलब वो जो बुलेट थी वो उसके बोन में जाके हिट कर गई थी. ओके, एंड ही फेल्ट दैट इट मस्ट हैव बीन फ्रैक्चर्ड. He bent the arm below the wound. The arm bent back easily. He ground his teeth to overcome the pain. So उसने अभी अपने आर्म को बेंड करके चेक किया तो the arm it bent back easily. So now he wanted to, जब हमें बहुत दर्द होता है तो हम अपने दांतों को एकदम टाइट पकड़ते. So he did the same thing. Okay, he ground his teeth to overcome the pain. Then taking out his field dressing, he ripped open the packet with his knife. He broke the neck of the iodine bottle and let the bitter fluid drip into the wound. So अब ये क्या करता है? What he did was he took out his field dressing. उसने निकाला, उसने एक पैकेट को रिप ओपन किया और अपने नाइफ के साथ, और उसमें से उसने आयोडीन की बॉटल निकाली. उसके बाद उसने जो फ्लूइड होता है आयोडीन के बॉटल में जो लिक्विड था उसने अपने वुंड पे, जख्म पे वो डाल दिया. ओके, a paroxysm of pain swept through him. He placed the cotton wadding over the wound and wrapped the dressing over it. He tied the ends with his teeth. So अब उसने वो जो ये था, उसने जो लिक्विड डाला उसके बाद he suddenly felt a lot of pain. Okay, because of obviously जब हम कोई भी वुंड पे कोई दवाई डालते हैं तो that type of a pain he felt from there. Okay, so what he did was he took a cotton, he put it on the wound and he wrapped the dressing, he did the dressing over there, and he tied it up very tightly with his teeth. Then he lay still against the parapet and closing his eyes he made an effort of will to overcome the pain. अब वो वहीं पे पैरापीट पे वो लेट गया और उसने he was just trying to overcome the pain. उसको जो दर्द हो रहा था उसको सहने की कोशिश कर रहा था. In the street beneath all was still. The armored car had retired speedily over the bridge with the machine gunner's head hanging lifeless over the turret. The woman's corpse lay still in the gutter. अब वो जब नीचे जो स्ट्रीट थी, जो गली थी, वहाँ पे पूरा सन्नाटा छाया हुआ था. जो गाड़ी थी, आर्मर्ड गाड़ी, वहाँ से तुरंत निकल गई थी और उसमें वो जो मशीन गनर जो था, ओके, एनिमी जो था, ही वाज हैंगिंग लाइफलेस, एंड दैट लेडी जो थी, शी वाज शी lay dead in the gutter. The sniper lay still for a long time, nursing his wounded arm and planning escape. Morning must not find him wounded on the roof. The enemy on the opposite roof covered his escape. He must kill that enemy, and he could not use his rifle. He had only a revolver to do it. Then he thought of a plan. So अब ये स्नाइपर जो था, he was just trying to nurse the pain that he was going through, but उसको वहाँ से निकलने का प्लानिंग करना था, because he could not stay there, क्योंकि सुबह होते ही enemy would trace him and they would attack him. सो इसकी वजह से ही वॉन्टेड टू प्लान समथिंग जो वो रात को ही कर सकता था. अब उसके हाथों में इतना दम नहीं था कि वो राइफल उठा सके. सो अब उसके अभी राइफल तक वो पहुंच भी नहीं पा रहा था. सो उसने क्या किया, और रिवॉल्वर थी उसके पास. सो विद दैट ही स्टार्टेड डिसाइडिंग व्हाट टू डू. ही स्टार्टेड मेकिंग अ प्लान. Taking off his cap, he placed it over the muzzle of his rifle. Then he pushed the rifle slowly upward over the parapet until the cap was visible from the opposite side of the street. अब ये क्या करता है, वो अपनी कैप को निकालता है, ओके, और वो राइफल के ऊपर वाले हिस्से जो होता है, मजल जो होता है, ओके, उसके ऊपर वो उसको लगा देता है. सो इट इज़ लाइक राइफल का एक एंड जो होता है उसको जहाँ पे वो इट इज़ दैट लॉन्ग एंड विच इज़ देयर, तो दैट इज़ द मजल ऑफ द राइफल. तो वो क्या करता है, उसके ऊपर अपनी कैप को रख देता है. सो अब कैप को उसने रखा और वो जो है उसने क्या किया, वो पैरापीट के यहाँ पे उसको लटका दिया. ओके, सो then he thought as if मतलब he wanted to give a picture to the enemy कि वहाँ पे वो sniper है. Okay, so then he caught that rifle. Okay, almost immediately there was a report and a bullet pierced the center of the cap. So तुरंत जैसे ही उसने वो रखा वहाँ पे पैरापीट पे, तुरंत उसमें bullet hit हो गई. Okay, that means the enemy thought that it is that soldier. Okay, the sniper. Then catching the rifle in the middle, the sniper dropped his left hand over the roof and let it hang lifelessly. तो उसने क्या किया, ये होते ही अपना लेफ्ट हैंड उसने रूफ पे लटका दिया, तो जस्ट टू शो द एनिमी कि वो मर चुका है. After a few moments, he let the rifle drop to the street. और उसके बाद वो राइफल को नीचे गली के अंदर push कर देता है till it drops into the street. Then he sank to the roof, dragging his hand with him. Crawling quickly to his feet, he peered up at the corner of the roof. His ruse has succeeded. That means his plan was succeeded. Whatever उसको जो plan था कि enemy को दिखाने के लिए कि वो he is dead, okay, that plan was successful. The other sniper, seeing the cap and rifle fall, thought that he had killed his man. So उसने ये पोर्ट्रे कर दिया सामने वाले एनिमी के स्नाइपर को कि देखो, I am dead because of the bullet that you've hit me. So he was now standing before a row of chimney pots, looking across with his head clearly silhouetted against the western sky. So अब ये वो जो आदमी था opposite वाला, वो बाहर आता है चिमनी पॉट्स के रो के बीच में से, और he is trying to he's standing there. Okay, so it all the sniper could see was like a dark shape, okay, an outline of someone who's standing there, okay, a brighter with a brighter background. So it was like the silhouette of that person is what he could see. Okay, so the Republican sniper, okay, he smiled, he lifted his revolver above the edge of the parapet. Okay, अब उसने देखा कि दुश्मन जो है वो बाहर आ चुका है. Okay, he could feel that shape of that enemy. Okay, अब ये क्या करता है, he stands near the edge of the parapet. Okay, the distance was about 50 yards. A hard shot in the dim light and his right arm was paining him like 1,000 devils. Okay, so he took a steady aim. उसका हाथ दर्द कर रहा था, फिर भी वो एक steady aim लेता है towards the enemy. Okay, and he wants to shoot that enemy now. His hand trembled with eagerness, pressing his lips together. He took a deep breath through his nostrils and fired. अब he is trying to control his pain. Deep breath लेता है and अब वो fire कर देता है from the revolver that he had. He was almost deafened with the report and his arm shook with the recoil. Okay, जैसे वो gun shoot करता है with that sound. Okay, it was like almost a deaf होने की feeling आ गई उसको. And his arm, obviously when he shot it, उसका arm जो है it shook with the recoil. When the smoke cleared, he peered across and uttered a cry of joy. His enemy had been hit. He was reeling over the parapet in his death agony. He struggled to keep his feet, but he was slowly falling forward as if in a dream. The rifle fell from his grasp, hit the parapet, fell over, bounded off the pole of a barber's shop beneath and then clattered on the pavement. So, जैसे ही स्नाइपर ने देखा कि after he shot that person, he saw that जैसे ही जो smoke जो था, धुआं जो निकला था smoke because of the gunshot, उसके बाद he was like really happy that the enemy was dead now. Okay, he was hit. तो वो observe करता है कि that person is in pain. Okay, he is reeling over the parapet. वो स्ट्रगल कर रहा है अपने पैरों को ज़मीन पे रखने के लिए. ओके, एंड धीरे धीरे ही इज़ फॉलिंग फॉरवर्ड्स, जैसे कि दैट पर्सन इज़ लाइक गिव्स अ लुक एज इफ वो डिजी है. ओके, एंड देन उसके हाथ से वो राइफल भी गिर जाती है एंड ही हिट्स द पैराफीट एंड देन ही फेल डाउन. ओके, बाउंडेड ओवर द पोल. जो नीचे बार्बर शॉप था उसके ऊपर से पोल से रोल करते हुए, बार्बर शॉप के हिट करते हुए, he goes down into the pavement. So the sniper has seen everything and he is assured that अब ये enemy is dead. Then the dying man on the roof crumpled up and fell forward. The body turned over and over in space and hit the ground with a dull thud. Then it lay still. So it was, after the pavement, he was, the dying man was trying to crumple up, okay, and then he falls down on the ground. Okay, now, so the sniper looked at his enemy falling and he shuddered. The lust of battle died in him. He became bitten by remorse. The sweat stood out in beads on his forehead. Weakened by his wound and the long summer day of fasting and watching on the roof, he revolted from the sight of the shattered mass of his dead enemy. So, imagine बच्चों कि how he must have felt कि उसने किसी को मारा है और वो कैसे अब उसके आँखों के सामने कैसे एक रूफ टॉप से रोल होते हुए अटक के कैसे he is come down onto the ground and he is died. So उसकी वजह से ये स्नाइपर थोड़ा सा हिल जाता है. Okay, he is like a little shocked with whatever is happening. तो उसके मन में जो वॉर या बैटल्स के लिए जो लस्ट था, that attraction for the war and all जो भी था, it died. Okay, he became very he was so much in shock कि what have I done types shock था उसके मन में. So he was like really feeling he was feeling guilty about what was happening. Okay, and he started sweating. He was already in pain. He started sweating. Okay, and he was feeling weak. He had also not eaten well. Okay, so he revolted. Okay, from the sight of the shattered mass of the enemy. So वो dead enemy को देख के वो काफी हिल गया था. So his teeth chattered. He began to gibber to himself, cursing the war, cursing himself, cursing everybody. So the moment, all these things happened, he was like, murmuring to himself, gibbering कर रहा था, gibberish talk कर रहा था कि, what is this happening and why is this war happening, and he's so shook, okay, कि क्या मिल रहा है इस war की वजह से, people are dying, there is no, the political parties just for their personal motive, Okay, they are killing poor innocent people, and they are, so many people are giving up their life for this. So he is like, cursing कि ये क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं, and why am I a part of this war? Okay, he looked at the smoking revolver in his hand, and with an oath he hurled it to the roof at his feet. The revolver went off with a concussion, and the bullet whizzed past the sniper's head. He was frightened back to his senses by the shock. His nerves steadied. The cloud of fear scattered from his mind, and he laughed. Okay, अब ये जो स्नाइपर है, okay, अपनी वो रिवॉल्वर को देखता है. Okay, he holds it in his hand. With an oath he hurled it to the roof. Okay, अब वो रूफ की तरफ पकड़ता है उसको. Okay, at his feet. The revolver went off with a concussion, and the bullet whizzed past the sniper's head. तो जैसे वो उसको शूट करता है, तो जो the bullet जो है उसके सर के बाजू से it hits. Okay, it goes. So he is now scared with that sound of it also, and the feeling of it. So he was like so scared. Obviously जब हम डरते हैं, okay, yes, you are saved, but then automatically either you cry or you laugh. So ये soldier जो है, the sniper जो है, ये हंसने लगता है. Okay, now he removes the whiskey flask from his pocket, emptied it in a draught. So एक ही sip में वो पूरी whiskey खत्म कर देता है, and then he felt reckless under the influence of the spirit. He decided to leave the roof now and look for his company commander to report. So अब वो he is like totally that effect of the whiskey has started on him. Okay, he is totally under the influence of that spirit. अब वो decide करते कि मुझे इस roof से निकलना है. Okay, I want to go and meet my company commander. So everywhere around was quiet. There was not much danger in going through the streets. He picked up his revolver and put it in his pocket. So अब वो देखता है कि आसपास सब जगह पे सन्नाटा छाया हुआ है, and it is, he did not sense any type of a danger. Okay, so वो अपने revolver को उठाता है, अपने पॉकेट में रखता है. Okay, and then he crawled down through the skylight to the house underneath. Okay, so धीरे धीरे crawl करके वो नीचे जो घर था उसमें से भी crawl करके नीचे आने. So when the sniper reached the laneway on the street level, he felt a sudden curiosity as to the identity of the enemy sniper whom he had killed. तो अब जब वो स्ट्रीट में पहुंच जाता है तो उसके मन में एक क्यूरियोसिटी रहती है कि मैंने किसको मारा है. ओके, मुझे वो एनिमी को देखना है. द पर्सन whom I have killed, I want to look at that person. So he decided that he was a good shot. Okay, whoever he was. So he was like, उसको लगता है कि मैंने उसको एक ही गन शॉट में उसको मारा है. So it was like, he wanted to see who is this enemy. He wondered if he knew him. Perhaps he had been in his own company before the split in the army. He decided to risk going over to have a look at him. So अब उसको देखना था. Maybe उसको लग रहा था कि शायद ये मेरे साथ ही पहले काम करता हो. Okay, मेरे ही कंपनी में, and he must have split it up and gone to some other party. But he says कि let me take a risk और जाके मैं देखता हूँ कि ये कौन है. He peered around the corner into O'Connell Street. In the upper part of the street there was a heavy firing, but around here all was quiet. So वो peer करके he's over the O'Connell Street. Okay, अब O'Connell Street के upper part में firing चालू ही थी. Okay, but यहाँ में काफ़ी सन्नाटा था. The sniper darted across the street. A machine gun tore up the ground around him with a hail of bullets, but he escaped. He threw himself face downward besides the corpse. The machine gun stopped. Then the sniper turned over the dead body and looked into his brother's face. So उसके बाद the sniper, फिर भी, he runs across the street. Okay, दुश्मन के मशीन गन्स चलते हैं इसके तरफ. ओके, ऑल्दो उसको लगता है कि यहाँ पर कोई है नहीं जो उस पर अटैक करेगा, बट येस द मशीन गन्स स्टार्ट अटैकिंग हिम, बट समहाउ ये बुलेट से बच जाता है. अब बच जाता है वो उस कॉर्प्स इज द डेड बॉडी. जब वो डेड बॉडी के पास पहुँच जाता है, ओके, बाय देन द मशीन गन्स हैड ऑलरेडी स्टॉप्ड. ओके, और जब वो उस डेड बॉडी को टर्न करता है, सो ही सीज and that sight is not good. He sees the dead body is of his own brother. So, children, what is this war? This war is where you're killing your own family members. For us, every citizen, हमारी country का जो भी citizen है, they are like a family to us. Okay? They may not be related to us. हमारा उनका कोई खून का रिश्ता ना हो, but we are all citizens of that country. So जब ये civil wars होते हैं, okay, तो इसमें हमारे खुद के लोग भी involved होते हैं, and unfortunately they are dead and we feel guilty for the rest of our lives. Okay, so this beautiful story was written by Liam O'Flaherty. Okay, now Liam O'Flaherty was born in the year 1896 in Ireland. He was a novelist and short story writer whose works combine brutal naturalism, psychological analysis, poetry, and biting satire with an abiding respect for the courage and persistence of the Irish people. Some of his works are The Informer, His First Flight, and The Sniper. He died in the year 1984 in Dublin, Ireland. So, बच्चों लियाम ओफ्लैहर्टी उनका जन्म हुआ था आयरलैंड में. एंड वो एक नॉवेलिस्ट थे, शॉर्ट स्टोरी राइटर थे, और बेसिकली उनकी जो स्टोरीज होते थे दे वर बेस्ड ऑन दिस ब्रूटल नेचुरलिज्म. ये सारे वॉर्स के बेसिस पे थे. साइकोलॉजिकल एनालिसिस ऑफ द पीपल, जो ये ऑफ डिफरेंट पीपल, उनके जो साइकोलॉजिकली हाउ दे आर, उस पर वो एनालिसिस करते थे. ही ऑल्सो रोट पोएट्री. Obviously, he has also written biting satire with an abiding respect for the courage, and persistence of the Irish people. So, ये Irish लोगों के ने जितना भी war किया, उसके बाद how courageously they fought against each other, उसके बारे में सब उसने लिखा है अलग अलग books में. So his famous works were of like The Informer, His First Flight, and The Sniper. So children, as we read this story, what does this tell us? ये स्टोरी हमें एक ही चीज़ बताती है. It is better to fight with an unknown enemy than to fight with an enemy who might be someone very close to you. So अपने देश के दुश्मन बनाने से तो अच्छा है कि आप दूसरे देशों के साथ लड़ाई करो. At least आप अपनों की जान तो नहीं गंवाते. And in this case, the sniper lost his own brother, and he killed his own brother, we can say. So that is what happens when we fight within the country for any reason. It can be any reason, political reason ho, घरेलू झगड़े हो, कुछ भी हो. So that means we are sacrificing our own people. So war is not good, and we have to try and find ways and means, for not going in a war, be it with your own civil citizens or be it with others also. जितना मामला हम लोग peacefully handle कर सकते, that is the best thing. So here, now the sniper is going to repent for the entire life, and he will never forgive himself. Alright, now let's look at the new words that we've come across, and quite a few of them. Beleaguered is surrounded by enemy troops or besieged. That means attack hua hai enemy troops se. Spasmodically, that means occurring in abrupt burst. It's like an explosion that happens. Ascetic is severe self-discipline and abstention from all forms of indulgence. So that means the person is very well disciplined. खुद को उसने इस तरीके से डिसिप्लिन किया है कि उसको बाकी किसी चीज़ से वो he is not affected. Fanatic is a person filled with excessive zeal for religious or political cause. Draught, it means a sip. He took the sip of the whiskey. Parapet is a low protective wall on a roof. Whiff is a brief, gentle breeze. Grey monster was the grey color armored car. Turret is the elevated central portion of the roof of an armored car. Darted is a sudden and swift movement. Okay, paroxysm, that is a sudden or random outburst. Muzzle is the protruding part of the animal's mouth. Okay, so in this case it was the gun. Ruse is a trick. Silhouetted is a dark shape and outline of someone visible against a brighter background. So it's like a shadow. Okay. Crumpled up, that means to collapse. Gibber is to talk rapidly or incoherently. Now, anti-war literature emerged after World War I as an expression of frustration of authors who served during the Great War. So ये anti-war literature जो था, मतलब it was anti-war means against the war literature जो था, वो World War I के बाद शुरू हुआ. ओके और इसमें बेसिकली जो ऑथर्स थे उन्होंने अपना फ्रस्ट्रेशन निकाला है अगेंस्ट द वॉर्स दैट वर हैपनिंग. Anti-war literature subverts the illusions about war through realistic, frequently first-person portrayals of the horror of combat and its destructive aftermath. So, anti-war literature में आप देखोगे it is talking about the illusions about the war. Okay, जो illusions होते हैं लोगों को जो war का एक they have this picture about war in their mind. Okay, उसके against है. Okay, they are trying to tell us that let's face the reality. Okay, let's see what that person has gone through. Okay, that is when you're talking about first person portrayal, that means what that person has been through. Okay, the horrors which are there of that combat. Okay, जो war हुआ है, जो fights हुए, जो the way they have been destroying the cities, okay, killing each other. So उसका जो first person portrayal होता है ना, जो coming from directly from the horse's mouth they say ना, तो वो होता है यहाँ पे. Okay, in this literature. So they are just trying to tell people that war is not the solution. Okay, it is just an illusion. Alright, the reality is totally different. The Sniper is an anti-war short story which highlights the horror of war. The sniper has shot his own brother, thinking as his enemy. So I'm sure children, many of you, if you are thinking of serving the army or any of the army or navy or any of these services for India, okay, armed services for our country. So you must remember, and I'm sure that you all know that war is not the solution, and कितने मासूमों की जान चली जाती है. All right. So these literature, they actually give us a insight, okay, about what the wars are and how we should try our best to avoid them. All right. So now children, quickly reread the chapter because you need to do the back exercises जिसमें question time में आते हैं आपको reference to context. Then you have to choose the correct option. Then you have the answer the following questions. These are all based from the story itself. Think and answer. All right. Now there is this case study which is based on the American Civil War. Okay, so it says that the American Civil War, okay, which was the deadliest war in US history, was fought from 1861 to 1865. That means for 4 years. The Civil War era was a period of great economic, political and social upheaval in American history. Due to the war, the whole of South's economic structure was literally destroyed. So this is the American Civil War. That means the war that took place amongst the citizens of America only. Okay, तो इसकी वजह से ये सिविल वॉर का जो एरा था, okay, it was of a great economic, political and social upheaval in American history. अब इस वॉर की वजह से South's economic structure was literally destroyed. The land in Virginia, Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia and South Carolina was devastated, causing the South to lag even further in the agricultural sector, which had made it great. So the agricultural sector में these different states of America were doing well, but because of this war उनको वहाँ पे भी काफ़ी they had to face a lot of loss over there also. Okay, they were devastated, they were destroyed. Okay, now the North, on the other hand, which had mighty manufacturing capabilities, produced 17 times more cotton and 32 times more weaponry than the South. So North was doing well, okay, economically they were doing well. उन्होंने they indulged into a lot of cotton production, okay, and also the weapons that they were making were 32 times more than that what the South was making. During the war, the northern states witnessed rapid industrialization. So sadly for them, the South suffered tremendously because they were unable to withstand the North's oppressive tactics. So इसकी वजह से नॉर्थ अमेरिका से जो भी अटैक्स हो रहे थे, okay, उनको फेस करने में साउथ कमज़ोर पड़ रहा था. Okay, along with their decreased industrial base, Southerners found it hard to mobilize their resources in an economy where slave labor was outlawed. Okay, for instance, when the slaves were freed, $1.5 billion of the South's capital was ruined. So they had to face so much trouble because of this war. Okay, नदर्नर्स जो थे, सदर्नर्स को बहुत तकलीफें झेलनी पड़ी. ओके, दे वर लाइक उनका इंडस्ट्रियल बेस डिक्रीज हो रहा था. दे वर फाइंडिंग इट वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू मोबिलाइज और मूव देयर रिसोर्सेज, ओके, इन एन इकोनॉमी जहाँ पे स्लेव लेबर जो था वो बहुत ज़्यादा था. ओके, सो व्हेन द स्लेव्स आर फ्रीड, $1.5 बिलियन जो थे ऑफ साउथ कैपिटल, दे वर रूइंड. ओके, अब नदर्नर्स जो थे, they had efficient railways that carried supplies, and Union troops were able to maintain an economy that supported them on land and sea. So due to their blockade of southern ports, the Union hastened an end to the Civil War. Okay, so much of devastation, so much of disruption happened, okay, and Southerners had to suffer a lot as compared to the Northerners. Okay, now let's do a grammar study. अब देखते हैं grammar में हम क्या पढ़ने वाले. We are going to talk about compound prepositions and phrase prepositions. So, what are the compound prepositions? They are generally formed by prefixing a preposition to a noun, an adjective or an adverb. Okay, example: about, above, across, along, amidst, among, around, behind, below, before, beneath, between, beyond, inside, outside, underneath, within, without, throughout. Okay, so preposition means something that tells us the position. So compound prepositions क्या है? Generally, okay, they are formed by prefixing a preposition. Preposition क्या होता है? Preposition are the words that tell us the position of something. Okay, तो उसके पहले मतलब nouns में या adjectives या adverbs में हम prefix लगा देते हैं. Okay, that becomes the compound preposition. Now you have to fill in the blanks with the correct compound prepositions here. There is nothing left dash the cupboard. There is nothing left inside the cupboard. Okay, Polly was dashed to reach when the meeting got over. Polly was about to reach when the meeting got over. Okay, I saw a snake crawling around the road. Okay, so like this you can pick up the words and put the appropriate words for the remaining ones. All right, now next is the phrase preposition. What is a phrase preposition? They are the group of words used with the force of single prepositions. Okay, so ये words ऐसे होते हैं जिसमें हम एक force apply करते हैं of that single preposition का. According to, in front of, instead of, by virtue of, in place of, in order of, in order to, along with, because of, away from, for the sake of, in addition to, in consequence of, in favor of, in lieu of, in regard to, owing to, on account of. So ये होते हैं phrase preposition. You will see these are like small phrases that are used. Okay, fill in the gaps with the correct phrase prepositions. On dash all the staff, I represent the meeting. On behalf of all the staff, I represent the meeting. We have to complete the project dash the instructions. We have to complete the project as per the given instructions. Okay, so likewise complete the rest of them. Okay, now let's do a word study. So you have words that we use very commonly. हम लोग ये words use करते हैं हमारे normal general vocabulary में. Words like much. Okay, much क्या है? Much is a countable noun. Okay, it is used for uncountable noun. Okay, so much is an uncountable noun. Okay, यहाँ पे it comes for questions and negative sentences. So much generally questions या negative sentences के साथ use होता है. It is quantitative adjective. Okay, I don't have much time. So quantitative, it is talking about the quantity. Okay, I don't have much time. He doesn't have much money. And will this bike consume more? Will this bike consume much energy? So much जो है questions के साथ आता है या negative sentences में हम लोग use करते हैं. Okay, it's an uncountable noun. It's a quantitative adjective. फिर आते हैं many. Many is a plural countable noun. Okay, it can be counted. It is a plural form. It comes for affirmative, negative and question sentences. There aren't many people here. We don't have many relatives. Do you think many employees will attend a party? So many plural countable होते हैं nouns. ये affirmative sentences, negative sentences, question sentences के साथ आते हैं and it is a numerical adjective. Okay. Next is a lot of, lots of and plenty of. So a lot of, lots of and plenty of, they are used with both plural countable nouns as well as uncountable nouns. अब ये दोनों ही होते हैं. They can either be numerical, okay, or they can be quantitative adjectives. So, or they are both, okay, they are numerical as well as they are quantitative adjectives. I can expect a lot of advice from my mentor, who can give me plenty of cookies. So, it can be any of them. Alright, now, let's fill in the blanks with many, much, a lot of, lots of or plenty of. There isn't much snow in Uzbekistan. How dash teeth does a shark have? How many teeth does a shark have? Were there lots of guests at Royal Palace? Alright, so likewise do the rest of them. इसके बाद आपको बनाने हैं sentences from the words. Make sentences with these words with difference in meaning from the story. Okay, so you have to make sentences as per the story here with the difference from there. Okay, now listening time. Listen about the famous author Roald Dahl. Okay, and match the columns according to the passage. Speaking time. Your teacher has given you a topic which is based on the friendship and brotherhood. You have to make pair of students and in each pair one will speak about friendship and the other one will talk about brotherhood. Okay, so split करना है. एक friendship के बारे में बात करेगा, एक brotherhood के बारे में. Okay, writing time. So you have to do a story writing here. To write a story based on the given points. Provide a title and a moral too. Use simple past tense to frame the story. An old lady becomes blind, calls in a doctor, agrees to pay large fees if cured, but nothing if not. Doctor calls daily, covets lady's furniture, delays the cure. Every day takes away some of her furniture. At last cures her, demands his fees. Lady refuses to pay, saying cure not complete. Doctor brings a court case. Judge asks lady why she will not pay. She says sight not properly restored. She cannot see all her furniture. Judge gives verdict in her favor. So, बच्चों ये स्टोरी बहुत ही अच्छी है. आप देखो ये स्टोरी क्या कह रही है कि एक ओल्ड लेडी जो होती है वो अंधी हो जाती है. अब वो डॉक्टर को फ़ोन करके कहती है कि अगर तुम मुझे ठीक करोगे तो मैं तुम्हें बहुत पैसा दूंगी. ओके, बट अगर तुम मुझे ठीक नहीं करोगे तो मैं तुम्हें कुछ नहीं दूंगी. अब डॉक्टर क्या करता है, डर के मारे कि अगर ये ठीक नहीं हुई तो मुझे तो कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा, तो इसके लिए वो डेली उसको फ़ोन करता है और उसको मिलने जाता है और उसका जो क्योर होता है उसको डिले करते रहता है. ओके, अब डिले करते करते फिर एक दिन वो क्या करता है, उस दौरान वो आता है, उसके घर का एक सामान उठा के लेके जाता है। अब वो क्या करता है, उसको बाद में उसका ऑपरेशन कर देता है एंड लकीली शी गेट्स क्योर्ड। अब जब वो ठीक हो जाती है वो अपनी फ़ीस डिमांड करती है, तो फीस डिमांड करती है तो जब वो डॉक्टर फ़ीस डिमांड करता है उससे तो वो मना कर देती है। अब ये डॉक्टर को गुस्सा आता है, वो उसको कोर्ट ही सूज हर, ओके, टेक्स हर टू द कोर्ट। अब वो जज को बोलती है कि आई एम नॉट क्योर्ड, तो कहते कैसे यू आर नॉट क्योर्ड, यू कैन सी। नो आई कैन नॉट सी, देयर इज स्टिल सम प्रॉब्लम ओके विथ माई साइट, मेरे घर का मुझे कोई भी फर्नीचर नहीं नज़र आ रहा है। So that's when the judge realizes that the doctor, okay, had done, had dropped her off all her furniture, okay, and that's why he gives the verdict in her favor. So this is such a beautiful story. All right, children, now quickly complete all the exercises. Reread this beautiful chapter on the sniper, okay. Stay away from any type of conflicts, okay, and pray that we never have to go in for any type of war. ऑलराइट, सो क्विकली चैप्टर को अच्छे से पढ़ के सारे एक्सरसाइजेस, चैप्टर के एक्सरसाइजेस कंप्लीट करने, उसके बाद ग्रामर के एक्सरसाइजेस करने हैं, एक्टिविटीज़ करनी है. ऑलराइट, सो चिल्ड्रन डू कंप्लीट एवरीथिंग क्विकली. ऑलराइट, गेट गोइंग.